Oscar winner Gwyneth Paltrow is considered one of Hollywood's great talents, but she's stayed out of the public eye for the most part recently for a much more important role, that of mom. Well, now Gwyneth is back on the big screen in a new movie based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning play Proof. She plays a daughter coming to grips with the death of her father and the fear that she might inherit his mental illness and perhaps his genius. Gwyneth Paltrow, good morning. So nice to see you, Gwyneth.
Good morning. So nice to be here.
Well, I know that you did this as a play in London in 2002, right? And so you were very, very familiar and attached to the material. What was the biggest challenge in terms of moving it from a play to a movie?
Well, I suppose the biggest challenge was I was so prepared. I mean, I had, spent so much time rehearsing a play and thinking about it and doing it 8 days a week. I mean, 8 days a week, 8 times a week.
Right, right.
A little early.
I think that's a Beatles song, isn't it?
Exactly. And then when you go to do the film, it's such a different medium, and you keep stopping and starting, and I would want to kind of continue on with the play.
Right, I thought that was frustrating because there's a lot of sitting around waiting when you're making a movie, right?
It was funny. It was really, but it was so lucky because I've never felt so prepared really to do a film in my life.
It's so nice too because it's such a grown-up movie. It's so intelligent. In terms of the story, it's substantive and smart. Tell people, if you could explain it, because it's about so many things, Gwyneth, I think, at once. What would you say it's about? First of all, your character, Catherine, right?
Right. Well, I think basically, at the heart of it, it's a mystery because, you have this woman played by me, and her father is this brilliant and yet schizophrenic mathematician, and she's worried that she's possibly inherited his mental illness and possibly his gift for mathematics. And there's kind of a lot of twists and turns to do with who did this certain proof, and it's also kind of a romance as well. So.
That's right, because one of his former students comes back, Jake Gyllenhaal, and appears on the scene and wants to learn more. After he has died. And after the death of your father, who's played by Anthony Hopkins, your sister Claire, who is played by Hope Davis, comes back on the scene, and you two are like, I always want to say oil and vinegar, but I think the expression is oil and water. So let's take a look at a clip.
I'm fine, I'm totally fine. And then you show up here with these questions like, are you okay, with that soothing tone of voice? And, oh, the poor policeman. I mean, I think the policemen can handle themselves. And bagels and bananas and jojoba and come to New York and vegetarian chili. I mean, it really pisses me off, so just save it.
But you two really are polar opposites, aren't you? She comes in, she wants to organize everyone and get everyone in line.
Yeah, and she sort of has no sensitivity for where I am and what I've been going through. I've been taking care of our father alone for 5 years, and she's been off working, and she just wants to kind of rearrange everything, and we just don't understand each other's points of view, really.
Meanwhile, you've gotten glowing reviews, Gwyneth, so far. I know that, let me quote a few, shall I? It's always nice when we can read the glowing ones and there aren't so, bad ones that we have to say, by the way, did you hear this? But in Daily Variety, it said, Paltrow is entirely persuasive in a vulnerable performance, low on vanity or showy moments. She makes Catherine's sorrow, her resentment, and her fear of being her father's daughter a vivid, destabilizing force. While The Hollywood Reporter writes, in Proof, Gwyneth Paltrow gives one of the best performances of her career in playing a woman of contradictions. Anthony Hopkins raves about you and says you're a woman of spectacular talent. So you must feel pretty good about this, especially because you've taken a bit of a break to take care of Apple and your husband, Chris Martin of Coldplay. What's it like being the wife of a rock star? Is that fun?
It's great.
Obviously, you have to put earphones on your baby during concerts, but are you having a good time with that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's nice to, be kind of tangentially involved in a world that's very exciting, and the concerts are really fun. And
is it nice to not have it all about you? And that I mean, you know, it's just nice to have the spotlight taken off you for a while, because I think I read in Time recently you sort of are a little sick of the whole fame thing.
Well, it's just nice to kind of finally feel like I have a real life, and
instead of one just on the screen.
Yeah, and just working constantly. I mean, I really love being a wife and a mother, and I don't know, I feel very fulfilled by it.
So are you going to have another baby, you think, at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
You could name her Peach.
That's right.
And Apple's doing well. She's how old now?
She is amazing. She's 16 months today, actually.
Oh, well, happy birthday, happy
Thanks.
month birthday, whatever to her. Well, it's so good to see you, Gwyneth, and it's great
nice
to
to
see
be
you
here.
back at work, and also great to see you find balance in your life.
Thank you so much.
I'm
Thank
really
you.
happy for you. Proof, by the way, opens in limited release on Friday and nationwide September 23rd. And tomorrow, Gwyneth's co-star, Anthony Hopkins, who I love, pays us a visit. Up next, the Scottos help us fork out a few recipes from our Today Show cookbook. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Me, I'm just the lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love. And though we may be blind, love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today.